Hey guys, it's JK Wargames, and today we're looking at Bolt Action 3rd Edition Battle of the Bulge starter set. Now I have to say a massive thanks to Warlord Games for sending this to the channel. So what we're going to do is have a look at what we get. I've painted everything up in the set and we'll have a little review of what I think of it. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay guys, so as you can see here, I've painted everything up in the set. So we have the German Fallschirmjäger here. We've got an HQ there with two assault riflemen next to him. I've made a little sniper team. Then we've got an SMG squad here with two Panzerfausts in there. And then we've got a squad at the back with two light machine guns and the rest are riflemen. And then we get a ruined building, and then we get the ruined house. Over for the Americans, we've got the M8 scout car. Then we've got the Americans in their winter coats. We've got two sections there. One section's got two BARs in. Then I made a bazooka team, a medic, a sniper team, and HQ with a rifleman. In the set you also get pin markers, an HE template, your quick start guide, and the main rulebook. Okay, so you're going to get this little quick starter guide, which is fantastic. And basically when you open this up, you get a little introduction, some fantastic shots of the models. And this is going to tell you how to assemble your models, assembling your forces. As you can see, with the Americans, they give you an idea of what to build. And then for the Germans as well, they give you an idea of what to build. And you can use this as a template for painting as well, get some ideas. Now, I've built the squads slightly different, so it's up to you guys. Like I say, I managed to get a sniper team on the German side and a full SMG squad. On the Americans, I managed to get a sniper team, a medic, and a bazooka squad as well. And you can see here, it shows you example forces and scenarios. So this is, if you build it how it says in the box, you can just follow this for your first games. As you can see, the Americans are regular, apart from the scout car, which is a veteran, and the Germans are all veteran. So the Germans have a smaller team, but they're more of an elite force, where the Americans have more numbers. And then you're going to get your first scenario, a chance encounter, which is just killing each other basically. You get scenario 2, hold the line, and scenario 3, counterattack. And these are just to get you going. Some more fantastic artwork. Look at that, amazing. And then some painting, guys. So painting your models. You can follow this, or you can paint them how you wish. And then assembling a scout car, because that's a little bit more difficult. You can either do an M20 scout car or an M8 Greyhound armoured car. I went for the M8. And then at the back here, it gives you some ideas. So what's next? So you can see the HQ squad, some light mortars, machine gun teams, tanks, and then infantry, and the same for the Americans. So that is your little booklet, and on the back you've got the quick reference guide, which I thought was really cool. So let's take a closer look at some of the models. So these winter German sculpts are fantastic. They were really fun to paint. As you can see, I think they come out pretty well, just using contrast paints and a few little highlights and dry brush here and there. And then I've used textured snow on the base with some bushes there, so they look really good. You can see I managed to make a sniper up, if that's going to focus. He's really cool as well. And personally, painting winter uniforms I think is quite quick, really. This guy is an NCO from the SMG squad. Thought he was a really cool model. We've got some Panzerfaust in here with SMGs as well. Try and get that to focus. And then I'll show you the light machine gun teams. Again, fantastic models. Haven't gone too crazy on these, just tabletop standard. That's all you need. So let's have a look at the American. So here we have the HQ officer for the Americans on the field telephone. Again, super easy to paint. Brown coats, dry brush, bit of green on there for the helmet and the straps. But again, these new sculpts, they're amazing. Warlord have really upped their game on their sculpts now. And again, had lots of fun painting these. Bazooka team. Love the way he's holding that bazooka, this guy. You don't need to go overboard on the details. You can see the straps, a little bit of highlight on the face. And this guy's holding a rifle as well. And then I decided to make a medic. There he is. 2 pouches on him. On the sprues, you get lots of different things you can do. So your options are, you know, you can go wild with what accessories you want to put on their uniforms. I didn't go too crazy. And then I've got let's have a look at BAR. This guy here. So he's got BAR. So again, lovely models. Then let's look at the scout car. Now I painted this super quick. I couldn't really decide on a colour scheme, but I've gone for a bit of the snow winter theme. And this was a bit tricky to put together. So if you're a beginner for this set, just take your time with the scout car because it's a little bit more tricky to build, but comes together very nicely. You've got a light anti-tank gun on there and you've got a machine gun on the top. So yeah, that was really cool. Then we've got the farmhouse, the ruined farmhouse. Again, I've just used contrast paints, a bit of white, just really speed painted this stuff. As I say, I'm more into the gaming side of things. I really don't take too long on painting because I just want to get stuff to the table. And this is the other part you get. Some rubble in there on the inside. And again, these are just terrain pieces, so they don't need to look too amazing. Just contrast paints on them. So that's the forces you get. So more Americans than Germans, but the Germans are more of an elite squad. And obviously the Germans have some Panzerfaust, so they're going to be able to try and take out that scout car. Then you get the softback rulebook, 3rd edition. Now I'm not going to go through this, but reading the rules, I can't wait to have a game because it is really streamlined. It's just streamlined. It's still the same game, but there's not so many modifiers. You don't get modifiers for small teams anymore. There's no long range, so it just speeds play up, but it's still got the bolt action feel to it from what I've read and what I've seen on YouTube videos. Rulebook is amazing. I'll do a separate review of that, but obviously it's full color, really well laid out. There are a few little typos in here, but that doesn't really bother me. And again, just fantastic stuff. So what are my thoughts on this set? I mean, if you're just getting into bolt action, then this is the set for you personally, because you've got your winter Americans against your winter Fallschirmjäger. You get 2 pieces of terrain. If you lay out a white cloth or gaming mat like this, and you can play the 3 scenarios in the little booklet, you're going to have an amazing time. And with not too many units, the game is easier to learn. But bolt action isn't a hard game as it is. But yeah, I can't wait to play. I'm going to have a game soon with my dad, so look out for that. There's going to be a bolt action battle report on the channel. But if you're a veteran player of bolt action, this set is still worth going for, because the new sculpts of the Winter Germans and the Winter Americans. I played bolt action for a long time, so this has gone into my collection, and yeah, it's great. And I must say, I really enjoyed painting it all. So we'll just have another little look over at the models. Really cool sculpts, and again, there wasn't too many mold lines on these at all, because in the past there's been a few mold lines. Nothing like that. Back over to the Americans. Again, Americans super easy to paint. They're all one color really, which is a dream for me, because I just want to get them on the table. So yeah, there we go. So that is the Battle of the Bulge starter set from Warlord Games for Bolt Action 3rd edition. So I just wanted to show you guys and tell you what I thought of this set. So yeah, it's definitely a 10 out of 10 for me. Let me know in the comments if you're picking this up or you've already got it. And as I say, look out for that battle report coming soon. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.